Did not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an Oneromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play The Witcher 3. The last episode, I thought we were going to have a romantical evening with Triss, and instead, well, we did have one, but it was kind of really short-lived. And now we find ourselves running through the sewer system, guarding Triss, who is not with us yet, from all the hostiles down here, as we lead a group of mages out of Novigrad to hopefully help all the mages and, I guess, hedge wizards, alchemists escape this place thanks to the ongoing, what's we're looking for? Darn it, persecution against them and their kind. Triss, however, will not be joining us. She is stuck on a board, and I could not get her to leave. So she's gonna. We might maybe see her at the end of this, perhaps. Otherwise, it's gonna be really awkward with us here and no Triss. How about that? We've been finding proof that there's going to be a vampire up ahead of us somewhere, so we should prep for that. So let's use our vampire oil. And I think we'll stick with this for our loadout. I want to quickly check the vampire, because it's been a while since I fought one. They are Devil's Puffball. Okay, Devil's Puffball. So let's go to our inventory. And we want the poison bomb. Maybe we should also use our Demetrium bomb to stop it from using any special abilities as well. Okay, I think we're set. So let's go adventuring. We've been finding lots of treasures down here as well. It's amazing. I'm very surprised we're finding them all down here. At this rate, we'll have all of our higher level recipes in no time flat. Our decoction's almost expired as well, so once that goes, we'll have to drink another one, especially with the battle about to come up. Assuming that we are going to fight a vampire, it's not all just a giant, you might be fighting a vampire up ahead. There's something here, though.
It's a catacomb. A vampire. Watch out for its venom.
Oh god, be careful. Oh, it does indeed. Oh, good. Okay, we hit it with the poison anyway. Oh, looks like it heals itself. Oh, amazing. That did not counteract its healing.
Sewer's always this exciting?
Luckily.
Luckily.
Steady source of income. Come on, let's go.
Hey, that was fun. We might have gotten a mutagen from it. We got some blue mutagens, some relic oil. More relic oil. We're getting lots of copies of high-level recipes, too. I guess that's a good thing. We can sell them, but we don't really need the money any longer. While we're here, let's now put on the necrophage oil. And we'll reapply our hangmans. And I think we'll take off the Demetrium bomb that we don't need. Fun little fight, level 13. Would have been much tougher had I been the appropriate level for this. I guess that's the only really bad thing about doing all these quests. We're vastly over-leveled for the area now. I think I'm glad Tristan isn't helping me in the battles from a gameplay point of view. I tend to stun the creatures from time to time and keep them occupied. Triss would break that stun with her fireballs, but it is helpful that to have someone... It's thematic to have her here and assisting, I suppose, even if it does make the battles a little tougher. I'm gonna fight another vampire up ahead.
Seagulls! Hear them? We made it! Come on, we need to ready the ship before the hunters learn what's happening.
Finally. You bloody took long enough.
Did you have time to look around? How's the ship?
Creaky piece of junk. Wood's rotting. Sails are prone to rip like an old pair of knickers. And the...
Will we make it to Kavir?
Provided you don't run into any storms.
I'll signal the others to come.
Any help? Can I play the violin for you? Fetch some flowers or bonbons?
What is he talking about? Oh, he wants to help us with Triss, I guess. Why do we need help with Triss?
What the hell's that mean?
What? Don't tell me you don't plan to beg her to stay.
Why do you even care?
I adore love stories. Especially the ones that end happily ever after.
Hunters! Hunters approaching!
Board the ship! We want them alive!
One second. I'm gonna want a blizzard for this fight. And we should probably drink a potion. A decoction. Oh, nice. Just gonna stand there.
Dijkstra, I don't know how to...
No time for courtesies, my dear. Get on board.
One last farewell. Thank you. I'll never forget what you did for me. And what we had together.
Ah, she wants to leave with everyone else. So our Geralt likes her. Our Geralt loves her, so we'll ask her to stay. Realistically, I would just say farewell, because this is what she wants to do, or feels that she needs to do. And I'm not a person who tries to convince someone of doing things they don't want to do. But maybe she wants to stay, and she needs a little persuasion to help her make that decision.
Stay with me.
Geralt, not this again. Especially not here. Not now.
Miss Marigold, we got a sail.
Please.
We had our chance. But let it go.
Oh, we'll do the I love you thing. Ah.
I love you.
Miss Marigold, we're casting off.
Well, mate, at least you tried. A sorcerer's turned me down once. Want to hear the story?
Yeah, we'll hear the story. Guess Geralt could use some cheering up. But, I don't know. Triss has some things to think about now. So, she left. We might see her again, perhaps. So, in any case, let's hear Dijkstra's story.
Go for it. What's the harm?
As you know, my heart fluttered for Philippa Eilhart back when we both served Redania. One day, I doused myself in fragrances like a whore in a heat wave. Put on a pinstripe doublet, they make you look slimmer, you know. And I went to her, told her, Philippa, we've so much in common, and so on. Know what she said?
Pinstripes hadn't slimmed you down enough?
No. She said, Geralt, turn around.
Not in the mood for jokes.
No, I'm serious. Turn around.
Triss? I thought...
So did I. But I changed my mind.
Thank you. I'm grateful.
Dijkstra, no offense, but
Leaving, already gone.
let's go somewhere. I know a spot where we can watch the ships.
Lead the way.
They're safe now, right?
Yes, you can stop worrying, really.
Oh, you're right. Just hard to believe it's over and done with. I've dreamt of this moment for months.
We'll ask her this, but this doesn't seem very Geralt-like. It doesn't seem very Triss-like to stop worrying. And risking her life to help others. Same thing with Geralt. He risks his life to help other people too. But we'll say it anyway and see what she says.
Promise me one thing. You'll stop risking your life for others.
No.
No? Triss, not a mage left in Novigrad.
But you're here?
I can defend myself.
Well, from Kickamores, Griffins, Bruxay, but not from the hunt. You and Ciri'll need my help, and I'll be at your side.
Oh, that's precious. That's amazing. And we know Geralt couldn't keep that promise to Triss as well, so that's really touching. I like that.
Is how you imagine things?
No. I imagined I'd be on the ship with the rest of them, and you'd be on shore, waving a handkerchief, maybe.
I hope you don't regret it, that things have gone differently.
Well, they say Kavir's lovely this time of year, but I prefer you.
Not surprised. I'm pretty lovely this time of year, too.
I won't disagree. We might still go there one day, when it's all over.
That would mean balls and banquets, and other boring things that start with a B.
Mm-hmm, but also baths, bombs, body massages. You can make up for all those years you slept in the bushes and bathed in mountain streams.
Sounds tempting. Would I have to give up being a witcher?
No, you take a monster contract from time to time to stay sharp. Nothing too dangerous, though, so I wouldn't have to worry. And I'd be waiting for you.
Let me guess. With a candlelit dinner?
Candles, sure. And a bed. Actually, we've never needed either.
Look, they're signaling us. It's a message. H L A K B R Lakba. It makes no sense.
It's code. What did you expect?
Thank you, Geralt, for this, and for what you said at the port.
I should have said it long ago.
So, what happens now? Afraid it's a bit too early for happily ever after.
We'll get our happy ending one day.
Yes, somewhere, over hill and dale. It's a cruel world we live in. It's hard to make plans. Even harder to invest any faith in them, though you might want to, badly.
You were in an entirely different mood a moment ago.
Hush. The spark expired. Don't worry about me, Geralt. And please, be careful.
Oh, we will be. You had to be as well, Triss. It can't hurt to make plans. The happy thoughts give you something to struggle for and a goal to reach at the very end. Something to remind you of what all your struggles and the pain and suffering you're going through, what it's all worth in the end. So, it's useful to think about the happy times, even when it's pretty miserable for you. Right, well, we still need to find Ciri.
I've got to find Ciri. I'm close. I will find her, or someone who knows what happened to her.
Where will we meet?
Can only think of one place where both witchers and sorceresses are welcome.
Kaer Morhen. Haven't been there in a while. So, I guess I'll see you, Witcher. I'll miss you. A lot.
I'll miss you too. Men's fragrance, acrid sweat, and chestnut balm for aching joints. Dijkstra.
Ah, those witches' senses. Can't hide a damn thing from you lot.
Same seems to be true for you. Will you ever leave me alone?
Someday, sure. Once I no longer need you.
Dijkstra, what are you plotting this time?
What would you say? How many mages did we save, altogether?
Dunno, didn't count. 30, maybe, give or take a few.
And how many would you say remain in the north? How many alchemists, healers, herbalists? 2,000? 3?
Doing a population count? Is that it?
No, I'm concerned. In Novigrad they had us, we were here. But who'll save those in Rimba? Banard, Ardcaraig, Gullet? You know damn well that daft bastard Radovid won't rest till he's killed them all. Every last one. Yennefer and Triss included.
Moving as speeches go. Now get to the point. Why are you telling me this?
Because I want you to help me kill Radovid.
Oh. Wow. Wow. That's pretty big.
You that concerned about the mages of the world? Expect me to believe that?
Actually, yes. But not because I'm sensitive or it gives me a heartache, true. To my mind, this systemic persecution is foremost a symptom of a far more serious problem. A madman rules Redania. I served Vizimir, Radovid's father, was his head of intelligence for more than 2 decades. Together, we transformed Redania, made it the North's most powerful realm. Any idea what made it strong?
Its armies, I'd wager.
And you'd bloody lose, you idiot. Mass mobilization, inciting peasants to take up their scythes, straighten them. Where's the art in that? Much harder to build a strong state with healthy commerce, manufacturing, solid alliances, progressive science, and fair, independent courts that hand down just judgments. Vizimir and I managed to do just that, through years of fucking hard work. I will not sit on my hands as that little shit squanders that. Radovid the stern, my arse. Radovid the witless, I'd say. Will you help me, Geralt?
He's passionate. He wants the things he just said. We'll mention we don't kill kings, because this is the only option we got. But I'm willing to hear him out.
I don't kill kings. Just not a regicide. Rumors to the contrary be damned.
I know. I'm merely asking for your aid in organizing the assassination. Someone else will strike the blow.
Dijkstra. Might not have heard this, though I'd find that hard to believe. But Witchers are neutral on principle, so...
Oh, bollocks. That's a convenient excuse you lot try to hide behind every time the temperature rises. It's grown hot, my friend, and it grows hotter still. Pyres burn in every city. For mages great and small, your female friends included. For non-humans, for witchers soon. Is that the North you espouse? The North you're prepared to live in? Silence. Cards close to your chest, I understand. To slay a king, it's not exactly some bloody necker contract. You think on this. Think on what I said. And if you conclude you'd rather change the course of history instead of riding its current to hell, you come find me. At the Passiflora in the garret. I'll be waiting with my mates.
I'll think about it.
So long, Geralt.
That quest is gonna be interesting. Where are my boots? Where are my boots? I don't have any boots on? Did I do the entire sewer system without boots or gloves and I didn't notice? Well, while we're here at the lighthouse, I think we'll search it. There's stuff in it. Pork, cow's milk, we definitely, you know, we need all that. Empty bottles, we'll turn off the light. Is there anything else to search here? We can't go up, we can't climb the ladder. All right, so that quest, everyone, that seems like picking sides to me. I will ask you all what you think I should do, and you can tell me if I should consider that contract or if it's something I should just ignore. When I did the survey, almost, wow, 7 months ago, 8 months ago now, I think we had agreed that I would remain neutral in all political games when it came to it. However, I do think that the ongoing persecution of mages, non-humans, and soon-to-be witchers in Novigrad will get worse rather than better if we don't try to stop Radovid. But maybe it's not our job to do that. So why don't you guys tell me what I should do? If I get no responses whatsoever either way, then at the moment, we will stay neutral. A part of me really, though, wants to stop Radovid. On that note, if we do decide to stop Radovid, I won't do his own contract, which would be finding Philippia Earhart and bringing her in to Radovid, or killing her. Okay, we have a lot of loot on us, and we need to sell it. We need to sell it. We're also not level 18 yet, so I can't make better weapons. We're getting close, though. Looks like we have 1/5 of the level left. Let's see what quests we're doing, and then we're playing for maybe 20 minutes. We might end up just calling it a quick session this time, and reading a bunch of books. No Gwent this episode so far either. Alright, so let's take a look and see what we're doing. Where are we located on the map, and what quests do we have available? We could go and do a few more question marks. It's been a while since we've gone out and just explored. We also have a few notice boards around. Let's take a look at the quests that we have. Oh, the play! We need to do this quest, so we'll mark that. And that's going to be back in Novigrad, isn't it? Yes, it is. Alright, then. Well, let's head back to the city and see if we're even welcome in the city. I'm going to hope that they not enough guards will have recognized me as being the one who's killed other witch hunters. So we'll go back and sell a bunch of stuff to any merchants who might be around. We'll go ahead and find dandelions still. Oh my goodness. How many hours of this do we have left? By the way, we've been playing the game for easily like 60 hours so far, and I don't think I am close to the end at all yet. Blood and Wine requires being level 40 something, right? And we're level 18? No, 17. Oh my goodness, wow. Hundreds of hours in this game. We can easily leave those wargs in the dust. We don't have to fight them.
Hey-ya!
Okay, back to the city again. Hello. Nilfgaard. And it looks like the city's back to normal. Hope there's people on the bridge I can't see that we're walking into.
Jimmy calls? Careful, you scamp. This is no regret. Now the drift
to me. Have mercy! Me? A witch? I made selves is all! For myself, for me aching bones!
Shouldn't have placed your faith in witchcraft. Sort out a medic instead.
That I did! Surgeon took a sack of crowns for me.
Wow. So the purge is still ongoing. They're looking for anyone else who didn't escape, I suppose. Okay.
Let's drink for it's nearly night.
We'll
Take it easy.
Here, Roach. And take the play. And maybe we'll encounter a merchant. Not that anything's going to be open at 3 o'clock in the morning. But the sun's already rising. So, I guess the way the sun rises is quite a bit different.
We can go at it here, or at my place. You choose.
I guess the daylight hours are different here than they are in our world. My goodness, there's so many quests to still do.
Fucking amazing. On top of me.
No thank you, miss. I think you can sleep with random people in the game if you really want to as well. We could go to the brothel, but oh no. I've not ever played Geralt that way, so. Oh, hello. Oh, witch hunter, not a witcher. All right, Tim. What else can you talk about? What else are you doing? So today, I made up my mind to begin recording a few new games while I'm still able to record. I might as well begin doing so, and I'll probably begin uploading Hexen. I would imagine today too. I'm just torn between whether or not to start Underrail or the Guild of Dungeoneering as the next game to record. Guild of Dungeoneering would be fast. We'd probably get that done in like 5 to 8 videos, I think. Maybe 10 tops. But then there's Underrail. That's another long game like this one. It's more like a Fallout. Combat's worse like Fallout, but is much more brutal from my recollection. And I haven't beaten the game. I've been dying to have an excuse to go through it again. I got very close to beating the Underrail. Got up to the final area.
By killing? Or he done a runner? You ask me. He's in hiding. Crossed those he shouldn't have.
I serve the eternal fire.
There's only a merchant up there on the upper left. Yeah, so I'm not sure which one I want to play through at the moment. Whichever one I do play through would be on this computer, the powerful one as well. This way I can keep recording Darkest Dungeon. Ah, let's talk to Mr. Vivaldi.
How can I be of service?
I'm surprised you're out here.
Got some coin I'd like to convert into crowns.
You've come to the right place. A better rate you'll not find anywhere in the city.
Looking to enlist with the Temple Guard.
249 crowns for a handful of other coins. And I don't think we'll find any other merchant out here at this hour. Yeah, none of the merchants are out here apparently yet.
inside him or her.
Oh, they bring people even out here in the middle of the night. Oh, actually, it's 4 o'clock now, so time's passing. So, yeah, so let's talk about the 2 games for a bit. Guild Dungeoneering is a game where you build a dungeon using cards, and you have a hero who goes out and looks for treasure. The hero moves automatically, and in combat, you take over the hero and you play a card game in order to defeat the enemies that you encounter. It's a very fun game. I very much like it. Hello, what's this? 1 second.
This where Madame Irina's troupe performs?
Yeah, but you can only enter with a ticket. There's no performance now. Mamas are just rehearsing. Process is interesting to observe, though. So, want a ticket?
No performance. Said so yourself.
You can still get a ticket. What'll it be? Need a ticket?
Yeah, we'll take a ticket.
Yeah, 1.
Here. Just stay out of sight, eh? Awful bashful, these mamas in rehearsal.
Whoa! What a killer! Well, what was wrong that time?
I don't know anymore. It simply needs more fire.
La 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 la. Murderous venom heated seep in
That looks like a stage at a Renaissance festival.
Defenseless in slumber, yet his life he did abduct. Vile villain!
Yes, splendid that. That is what we need more of.
And now the kingdom's crown he wears.
I've worked up quite the
Die this
appetite.
very night. To thee this I swear.
We must flee, my beloved. Guards approach. We are undone.
Forget me not, remember, avenge me, my son. And now I vanish. Poof, right?
No, wrong.
Madame Irina, can we talk?
Geralt of Rivia. Dandelion's told us so much about you. Is he with you?
No, but I hope to bring him back soon. Here to talk about Dudu.
Let's speak in my quarters at the back of the theatre. We'll be undisturbed there. How can I help? We've not seen Dandelion or Dudu recently.
Dandelion's in trouble.
That much I guessed, though I am curious how serious it is. Did he seduce a powerful man's wife and go into hiding? Or did he write an offensive couplet about the priests of the eternal fire?
Worse. Lots. I'm gonna try to help him. Gotta contact Dudu first.
But he's disappeared as well.
Have a plan to lure him out of hiding, but I need your help. Can I count on you?
Naturally, but what can we possibly do?
I want to stage a play. Something that'll really draw the crowds.
I see. And you hope it'll get Dudu's attention as well, draw him here. So it must be an entirely new play? And who will write it?
Priscilla, actually. She's done writing it. Tells the story of a witcher who rescues a Doppler from certain death.
Sounds interesting. I'll gladly have a glance. But first we must think about getting the word out and organizing some protection. Ushers. Would you mind tending to these matters?
I don't mind whatsoever. Maybe we can ask about both of these. I don't know how... Ushers, you can probably hire maybe like the King of Beggars or some troops of that sort to assist. I'm not sure how I help publicize other than posting posters around.
How can I help you spread the word about the premiere?
Well, we'd like all the city to hear about it, so we must clearly talk to the Puffins.
Who are the Puffins?
Street artists. Get them to announce the premiere, and even the muscles on the harbour piling will hear about it.
Where'll I find them?
They did occupy some rooms in the Bits in a townhouse, but I can't be sure they're still there. I've not seen them in the streets lately. They may very well have hung up their body hose.
See if I can find them, and if they'll work for us. Think we need ushers? A play about Dopplers could be controversial, but are ushers absolutely necessary?
Can't be sure if you've attended many performances, but Novigrad crowds can be particularly difficult.
Rotten apples, tomatoes, eggs, that sort of thing?
Axes, butcher's knives, and bricks, actually.
All right. Know anyone appropriate?
Try the docks, perhaps. You're bound to find some men willing to do any work for a few crowns.
Fair enough.
Thanks for helping. I'll come back once I've found some ushers.
See you then.
Yes, the exit door. That's what we're looking for.
You're late to the bat, so strap in the mug to the working man. I'm busy. Working.
Yes, I can see that. All right, everyone. We don't have too much. Oh, wow, what the heck? This must be the other back door.
Hardline deals fist tech.
What? Wow. Just walking around talking about someone doing drugs. Hi, everyone. I think we'll stop here. I would like to read a book or two that we picked up, and then we'll call the session. Off screen, I think I'll go around and vendor a few things, so we don't have to watch me do that on screen. When we come back, we'll probably be in front of a merchant somewhere, and then we'll be looking for the puffins and/or the
presence is the front to the eternal fire.
The ushers. Since the puffins are optional, I think I like to start with them. Just as a heads up. All right, so let's go ahead and pop open our inventory. We want our books. Oh, we actually want our inventory. Which books have we not read? Only a few. I think we'll read 3 things. Let's read this couple letter first. Juke. Master Varese asked after his coin. For the first and last time, either repay it with the interest tomorrow or learn exactly why Master Varese called the Cleaver. Ole. Vridank the Elf. Despite what one might conclude from his monkeyer, not one drop of elven blood flowed in King Vridank's veins. They called him the Elf because of his exceptional beauty, and for the great admiration he felt for Aen Sehed. I can't pronounce that. This fascination, seemingly harmless, would have horrible long-term consequences. King Vridank, spitting in the face of all laws and customs, chose as his wife a half-elf, and one of low status at that, known as Beatrix of Kovir. The fruit of this regrettable and short-lived, I can't pronounce that, marriage was Falka, who later fomented bloody revolt against her own father. Though this uprising was ultimately extinguished and Falka herself burned at the stake, the young state was thereafter thrown into chaos for years to come. A portrayal of the elder races. What is a non-human? The answer is simple. As the very name suggests, it is something which resembles, and yet nevertheless is not, a human. Though it walks on 2 legs, speaks a tongue similar to our own, and dresses in similar attire, it, all the same, has more in common with base beast than noble man. Dwarves are like moles. They feel best underground and avoid direct sunlight. They like to live in filth, forever smudging themselves in mud and slime. They love everything that can be found within the earth, rocks, metal, minerals, and all shapes of color. It is also said that their kindred moles, they feed most readily on worms, roaches, and other night crawlers. Halflings, for their part, are more reminiscent of gophers. Fat, lazy, and loud in that typical rodent way. Their minds are filled only with thoughts of food and drink, which they steal from other, nobler beasts, and greedily squirrel away in their hovels. They are marked by a cruel craftiness. You could be dying of hunger and they would not share a meal with you. You could be howling from poverty, they could be swimming in gold, and yet they would still fleece you to the last crown. You could do nothing but good to them, and they would still stab you in the knife in your back. Elves, in turn, seem related to the birds of prey that dwell in far-off Zerkania. They care most for colored feathers. They would most readily spend all day staring at their reflections in the water and singing their own praises. They are so awash in self-love that they no longer feel any desire towards members of the opposite sex of their own species. Their appearance, unquestionably pleasant to the eye, is highly misleading, for they are extraordinarily cruel, and any who judge them by looks alone they first dupe and then kill in cold blood. The best proof of this? The so-called Skoyatel, bandits that claim to fight for freedom, but in truth only long to kill humans. All these vile so-called elder races are, to our great fortune, slowly dying out. Joy fills the hearts of every right-thinking man at the thought that his great-grandchildren will never know them. that in their day, dwarves, halflings, and elves will be mere fairy tale characters used to scare young, impressionable children. Wow. Wow. How about that book? Whom it may concern, let it be known that the bearer of this present document may enter and leave the free city of Novigrad at will, both during the day and at night, and shall for no reason be perturbed, harmed, harassed, or molested in any way. His Holiness, Hierarch Helmofart. Let's finish the books. Let's finish the books. We got 3 more. How to avoid colossal vessels. On the roiling deep, when there is nothing to rest your eyes upon save the horizon, you get lulled into a false sense of security which can easily spell your doom. For no man knows the day or the hour, nor does any sailor know when a small dot on the edge of his vision will turn into a Nilfgaardian dromad racing toward him, its sails puffed full, and its prow ready to cleave his hull like an axe. Prevention is the first and best way to avoid such collisions. You must keep your eyes pried wide open, even when the waters are smooth as a newborn's hindquarters, and there's not a speck of land nor a hint of foreign flag to be seen. When vision fails in the dark or murk, one must keep an ear cocked, especially in the waters near Skellige, for the oarsmen of the archipelago add mustard to their rowing with song, and their thunderous voices carry far, so it can often be heard before they are seen. And it's a powerful boon that they thus reveal themselves, for collision with the Skellige longship damns one doubly, for the vessel itself is armored prow to stern, while inside are ferocious, battle-hardened warriors. Pearls of the North, Oxenfurt. Oxenfurt, a gem snuggling into the bosom of the Pontar to the east of Novigrad. A cradle erected upon Redanian soil, nurturing the greatest minds not only of that kingdom, but of all the North. To walk its hallowed academy halls is to embark on a journey through learning, from the finest points of philosophy to the grandest strokes of art, with stops made to admire architecture and dissect medicine along the way. Peer to either side, and you will spy fellow travelers on your pilgrimage of learning. The students. They throng Oxenfurt's streets, lending it an indelible imprint of youth that can be felt the moment you pass through its gates. Dormitories stand cheek by jowl, booksellers hawk used tomes on every corner, and under every tree, fresh faces debate poetry with passion. We haven't seen any of this when we were there, but to be fair, there's a war going on. Yet youth is not all slate and compass, and the young here shirk none of its other typical pastimes. Raucous and merry are the city streets, both day and, even more so, by night. Though the city councilors have forbidden the sale of alcohol after dusk, no one seems eager to enforce this with stricture, and wisely so. For any loss of sleep is more than made up for by the gains. Profits to fatten its innkeepers' pockets, and late-night crooning of troubadours to enrich its soul. As for its architecture, a particular note are the recently renovated elven aqueducts used to clean the city sewers. They stand as witness to the city's innovative spirit. You will not find their like in all the civilized world. Yet dominating the town's architectural visage is a glistening crown, is the complex of buildings that compromises the Oxenfurt Academy. Few today remember that these edifices, constructed by the elves, predate the city itself. It is the institution that named the city, and not vice versa. Today, Oxenfurt Academy enjoys a reputation matched only by the Imperial Academy in Nilfgaard. Of greatest renown, the departments of alchemy, natural history, minstrelsy, and poetry, medicine and herbology, engineering, and, last but certainly not least, philosophy. Holy Tome of the Eternal Fire. The fire protects. Whoever shall stand in its light, him no evil shall ever harm. The fire cleanses. Like a wound puffed up with dirt and pus, so too must a soul inflamed with sin and vile deeds be burnt clean. The fire cannot be contained. Whatsoever lies in its path shall be burnt. Whosoever raises a hand against it shall be reduced to ash. The fire illuminates the darkness. The evil that in shadow lurks shall be revealed in the fire's harsh light and perish in its smoldering embers. Whoever seeks to hide his guilt and lecherous works in darkness shall be stand naked before the devouring flames. Let us pray, brothers and sisters. The fire enlightens, burns, and cleanses. The fire protects, warms, and lights the path. The fire exposes, incinerates, and destroys evil. Alright everyone, that'll do it for us. Thank you guys for watching. And I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Take care everyone.